Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a super tall box with a triangle top, triangle bottom, triangle shape all over. Now, it hadn't been my intention to bring Painted Season 2 videos in quick succession. I tend to mix it up a little bit more. But where I'd planned to swap this into, I can't because I've got another project specifically for that date. So we're just going to run with it. It's okay. And I would suspect that we're now probably on While Stocks Last on this bundle anyway, and on the paper, which you can get on its own. I would say it's probably While Stocks Last, so maybe no bad thing, but it's gorgeous. So it's £90 spend, £120, sorry, £90, €120 spend, and you can get the big stack of paper and the stamp set as a bundle, or £45, €60, and you can get just the paper and obviously everything else, which is all this lot. So it's that, oh, you can't see that, stamp set, embossing folder, bundle, all of these stamps, not that ribbon, not that, the Grapefruit Grove lovely paper, lovely lipstick foil paper, all of these goodies too, and some extra things. So do check out my blog. But yeah, you know what, I'm running with it. It's okay. It wasn't my intention, but we're going with it. So to make the triangle box, 6.5 by 12 inches. So you can't quite get 2 from a sheet of cardstock, sheet of paper, sorry, but you can almost. You could use leftover bits for all sorts of everything. 16 by 30.5 centimetres. So we're going to start on the long side, score it at 1.5 and 10.5, which in metric is 4 and 26.5. Then on the short side, score it at 2, 4, 6, which is 5, 10, 15 centimetres. Okay, and I've got a pearl stuck to my scoring tool. Naughty. Okay, so I'm going to burnish all of this. Love this paper. I love this paper collection so much. I'm a real paper girl anyway. For those of you who don't know, before I started with Stampin' Up, I never picked up a rubber stamp in my life. I was all about the paper and the cardstock and creating my own shapes and embellishments with punches. I didn't own a big shot, didn't have a die cutting machine, didn't do stamping, didn't usually put greetings onto my cards and projects. I left them blank. I made sure everything was, you know, a kind of for any and all season. So yeah, I'm a real paper girl. Okay, so I've folded this, so I've got one panel at the top and at the bottom. They're exactly the same size, and I've kept my skinny part down the right hand side. I just find it's easier to work with it always to the right. So I'm going to take a little tiny speck off the top and then come down. We've got a rectangle down here, so I'm going to cut that away. And I'm going to eyeball now, because what I want to do is I want to cut on a triangle. Let me grab a pen. This is my Valerie pen. I love this. Valerie Broomfield in my team. Valerie's handmade gifts.co.uk. So she's in my team and she gave me this pen. I think it was part of a swap ages ago, and I love it. It's my favourite pen in the world. So what I want to do is cut, but slightly more away. So I'm not cutting an exact triangle, just slightly more than that. So eyeball it and not worry too much if it's perfect or not, because it's all going to be at the bottom. So those are the bits I've cut away. Leave me with that shape, which, oh, I need to nick in there a little bit. And so that means that I can close it up. And like I say, it's not a perfect, you know, it doesn't fit exactly all the way around, but you know what? It's the bottom. It's okay. Okay. I'm all of the belief that, you know, life's too short sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to run tear and tape down this tab. And then peel it off. Or peel the backing off. And then bring this around. And obviously, because it's a triangle, you can't just sort of put it on the desk and flatten it. So you need to, it might be one if you're not so confident with a dry adhesive that grips like this, maybe go with liquid glue. There we go. But that's all sealed up. So this is now the top and this is now the bottom. Find your back. I've lost the back now. Find the back and put that one in first. And I'm going to use liquid glue on this. Blob of liquid glue there, blob of liquid glue there, blob there. And that's closed up. And like I say, it's not perfect, but you know what? It's the bottom of the box. Get something long though to push down and make sure that it's all sealed. Fortunately, my long ruler is very long because we're looking at 10.5 inches from there to there, 26.5 centimetres. That's a big deep drop. Okay, and then pinch at the top to get that shape. That's all you're doing. So you need a hole punch. Sadly, we have sold out of ours, unfortunately, but I'm going to use it anyway because if we've sold out, you've all bought it. So I'm going to punch through holes and I'm going to come through. Oh, my handle's gone walkabout. And what I want to do is go through 2 layers and 2 layers and 2 layers. All in one. Oh, I didn't do that in the right place. Oh, I had to do it closer. And it's the front. Oh, we'll cover it with the bow. There we go. So what I've done, oh, that one's not close either. Oh, it was a bit rubbish, all of it, wasn't it? I was talking, not concentrating. But it's to help the close. So I have got the lovely copper trim. This is the one that expands. Is it called copper? It is called copper trim. So I'm going to go into the correct hole. Where are we? Push that through. So I'm starting at the front. I'm going to go in, out, in, out, in, out. Like that. It's probably the wrong kind of ribbon to use because it's splitting on me. Shall we abandon that ribbon and use a different one? I think so. Just because I'll be here all night. Or all morning, depending on what time you're watching. I'm looking for... Oh, it's here. It's my linen thread. That'll be a faster job. So I'm kind of stitching it almost. It feels like I'm not putting them in the right place. I'm not. It's that kind of a day. I need to go through the double punched holes. So where I pinched it together and punched, that's where I'm going through. I knew it didn't feel right. This is what happens when you make 6 projects in quick succession and then think, oh, we need to fill them all. And then you come back to the first one and you're like, how did I do that? Okay. Right, so you need a peg or something to hold it closed with a peg. And just tie a bow, a ribbon, whatever it is you fancy, but to get it all closed up. A bow would be better because then the person you're giving it to isn't going to shred it getting into it. Although if it was being gifted to my children, they would shred anyway, even if it was really beautiful. They'd be like, oh, let me in, let me in. I'm sure my children are not alone in that. Okay, so a little ribbon closure there at the top. I can't disguise the fact that I punched in the wrong place. Or just, you know, it's handmade. There we go. Let's get that loop out and shift all that out of the way. And now with this one, because on my original I put the pine cone and I made it very autumnal, I feel that I want to go with big flowers. So I pulled out the 3 of the colours that go with the set. I need a big piece of Whisper White. This one will do, because I haven't got a scrap. So Pumpkin Pie, Poppy Parade and Petal Pink. And I'm going to start with the lightest first. And when I got off to one side that is off camera, but I'll bring it in for a second. This is my Stampin' scrub. So this is my cleaner, and it's got two sides with foam, and actually you can take well, it's foam, felt, fabricy stuff. You can take them out, but what you've got is a little corner cut out of one with raindrops and a corner cut out of the other with sunshine. So what I do is you use your Stampin' mist, spritz the wet side, and then when you need to clean your stamp, scrub, scrub, dry, dry, and you're off, you're away and ready to stamp again. So I will do that with the Petal Pink first, and then come back in and show you on the Stampin' scrub. So there's my Petal Pink. And you go scrub, 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 clean, clean, clean. Ready to come in with your next colour. Look at that, clean as a whistle. So this is Pumpkin Pie. Oh, beautiful. So I'm cleaning it up again. And then finally Poppy Parade. Just gorgeous. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my early espresso and watercolour. Oh, I haven't got my aqua painter. Oh no! Can I get one handily easily? Yes, there we go. Sorry, just had to walk off camera for a second then. My aqua painter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of smudge a bit in the centre. So I've got my smallest block and I've dipped it in the ink with a little watercolour palette. Whole load of water on there. Let's just test it on here. And colour up the centres a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Because they are poppies, after all. And then to clean this, you go like that. Get the majority and the excess off. Stampin' scrub again. Clean. And that is quite watery, so I'm actually going to ditch this sheet. I love art grid paper. Metric one side, Imperial the other. So lose that, and then I'm going to run these through the big shot, and obviously I need to do all three of them. So here's my big shot. And, oh, where are the dies? Underneath my trimmer. And these are part of the Celebration Coordination set. So you can buy these, they're £25. I don't remember how much they are in euros, forgive me. I did have it over here and then I put the flyer over back on the other side. And they obviously coordinate, so we have this full suite of coordinating products now. So we've got Hop Around that goes with the So Hoppy Together stamp set. So they're designed deliberately to go with the Celebration stamps. So yeah, we've got the Cupcake one, whose name has fallen out of my head, that goes with Hello Cupcake. We've got Four Seasons, this one, which goes with the Painted Seasons, and we've got a lily one that goes with the lilies. We've got a stamp set called More Than Words, and that is designed to pair with all of our current Celebration stamps, so it's extra wording to go with them. And then we have a punch called the Story Label Punch that's to go with a stamp set called Part of My Story. So they are brilliant. So if you've already got those stamp sets, you've earned them for free, you can now buy the dies to coordinate. And I am a firm believer in, if it's hassle-free, it's worth getting. And for me, I absolutely love fussy cutting, or love the look of it. I haven't got the time or the patience to do it. Is that awful? I'm a quick crafter. I like to get lots of projects done. I just don't have time to make lots of projects, unfortunately. Right, so I'm bringing in some more linen thread. totally changing what I was planning to do, and I've just stretched it out a little bit and creating some sort of whimsical loops as such. Where's my, there we go. No, I want snail, I think. So I'm going to put a blob of snail on there to stick this to. So I'm sticking my loops to that. And I'm going to have dimensionals on the back of all of these. And I'm going to go over that bit. So like that, and it just brings it all together. How cool is that? That I feel needs to be a bit darker. I'll worry about that next time. So, what do you think? Lovely triangle treat box. Tall triangle. Oh, that's what I should call it. Tall triangle treat box. That's alliteration gone mad, isn't it? Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. I hope to speak to you very soon. I know I'm not using this suite on Friday's video. I have something else really cool. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.